Hi and welcome on the Hands-On Time. My name is Mal and I'm doing watch reviews for you. So the topic of today is about not one watch but two watches, guys. Okay, so today we have the honor of having here two of the Rallygraf series, original Yemas. Well, not original, but like implemented with a theme, a blue theme, which is the result of a partnership that Yema has with Alpine. Alpine is the French, one of the French racing team, and this is no jokes, guy. Like it's a serious team, and a team that races on, tracks like the tracks of Le Mans, for example. Okay, so really serious partnership for Yema. Congratulations for them. So for the 3 seasons to come, they have a partnership with the Alpine team, and they will be wearing, these watches in the cars, in fact. So yeah, really serious partnership. So what do we have here? We have this watch, which is the Yema Rallygraf Mecha Quartz, which comes at 399 euros, guys. Okay, the usual ones would come at 369 euros, but the special one with the Alpine, partnership is 399. So that watch comes with this beautiful box, okay, or pouch, if you want. So really nice. You can travel with it. It's really nicely made. Really nice touch from Yema, as usual. They give you this, and the pouch that is underneath both of these watches comes also with this one. Okay, and with this watch, which is an automatic watch, which will cost you 990 euros, comes with that box, that beautiful box that are already presented to you with the Yema 500 Dado diver that I presented on my channel. Really nice, allows you to travel with it as well. So nice touch from Yema, and a box. So the box, the Yema logo, the Alpine Yogo Endurance Team partnership that they have, and inside, of course, warranty card, manual, etc. So let's dig in. What do we have here? Let's have a look at this beautiful Rallygraf partnership that they did on this watch. Really nice. As you can see, we have a 39 millimeter case diameter. Okay, so the case is 39 millimeters. We have, everything is made out of a 316L stainless steel, by the way. The thickness would be 11 millimeters, so wonderful specs, which means like the watch will stands beautifully on your wrist. What do we have here? We also have a signed crown, but the crown is signed not with the Yema logo but with the Alpine logo, the A from Alpine, which is also a very nice touch. So the strap length would be 20 millimeters. That one comes with a leather, okay, a genuine leather, of course, strap, which is really comfortable. Really nice strap. And of course you have a signed buckle here. Let me try and grab it for you, but this time with the Yema logo. Okay, we don't have the Alpine logo, but we have a Yema logo. Really nice touch as well. Okay, this version of the watch comes also with a Milanese strap. So if you want the Milanese version, you can take it if you want. A beautiful Milanese bracelet. So we have a bezel insert here, a tachymeter. Really nice, really nicely executed, really clean tachymeter bezel. I love the bezel on this watch. Inside of this baby we have what caliber? The VK64. Okay, so it's a Mecha Quartz. So what is a Mecha Quartz? If you're not aware of what a Mecha Quartz is, so it's a quartz but with a mechanical module inside as well. So it's a hybrid, a mix of both. So what is the difference with the VK61 and the VK63? This is the VK64. So the difference with these two, other VK series from Seiko hybrid movement, is that here you have two sub-dials. Okay, so if you take a look, you have the wheel on the right, which is a 24-hour wheel, and on the left you have a 60-minute wheel. Okay, which will work in harmony with the chronometer. So that's how it works. And also you have a date complication. Let me show it to you. You have also at 6 a date complication on the VK 64. So that's the main difference. Okay, so the quartz is animated animates, sorry, the time, and the chronograph will be animated by the mechanical module, and that's why it looks automatic. That's why it looks mechanical. You know, it doesn't tick like a quartz because it's animated by a mechanical module. So it's a start and stop watch. So you launch it with this button, you stop it with this button, and you put it right back to its place with the down button, which is just right there. Works wonderfully. So the VK64 is quite something. Okay, so the dial, I've talked about it, is a matte finish dial, as you can see. Beautiful white matte finish dial. Can I, yeah, try to zoom it just a little bit for you just to see how the texture of the dial is made. And we have for the lume BJW9, okay, the excellent BJW9 that I discovered on the Chronos watch that I presented to you not so long ago. So the glass is a double dome sapphire crystal, mineral crystal, sorry, which is a 2 millimeter, okay, 2 millimeter mineral double dome crystal, as you can see. Add a little bit of distortion here. Really, really nice. So the grade of this mineral crystal is a grade K1. So what does that mean? The grade K1 is means that it's a little more scratch proof, you know, that your, you know, average mineral crystal. That's the difference. Okay, so this is a special mineral crystal. The grade of it is a grade K1. What else can I say? A nice surprise. Let me show you the back of the watch to discover what I wanted you to have a look at. So we have here written 10 bar, as you can see, which means you can actually swim with this watch. Okay, this is 100 meters water resistance watch, which is something that you don't find, you know, really often on chronographs. So here you read in French chronograph, which means chronographs, okay, France, Rallygraf, Yema, and tout acier, which means all stainless steel, okay, with the beautiful Alpine logo. So the second one, beautiful, beautiful matte, black matte dial, as you can see, really, really nice. And here we have a 39 millimeter case diameter, okay, a sort of pillow case, as you can see here. I hope that the camera will catch it. It's really nice shape of case, really, you know, retro. Both of them, in fact, are like really retro. Really, really nice case. The thickness will be 11.85, as you can see. 11.85 of thickness, so really thin watch with the crown signed with the Alpine logo, as you can see as well. So really, really nice touch. The bracelets, it's 20, okay, 20 millimeters, and it tapers down to 16.16 according to my calculation. So the lock-to-lock distance of this watch would be 47.17. Okay, 47.17 from there to there. But when you take the watch like this and you do that, you see that the bracelet protrudes just a little bit here and there. And that distance would be 50.57. 50.57 for that distance. Okay, so everything is made out, of course, of 316L stainless steel. We have a bezel, a tachymeter. Let me try and zoom it here for you to see the tachymeter, the beautiful tachymeter on this watch. And this is bi-directional, okay, so you can move it actually. And how it works in synergy with the intern, you know, bezel that you have here on the inside. And by moving this, it will give you, you know, your time and the speed of the car that you are actually racing, you know. So also you have a date complication. Let me try and zoom it for you, because it's a beautiful date complication and beautifully executed as well. So yeah, really nice. What else do we have on this watch? The caliber. Of course, let's talk about the caliber. The caliber of this watch is the excellent Yema 2000. that I already presented to you on the Yema 500 Dado, the diver. So this is an in-house calibers guy. Okay, it's a mouvement manufacture made by Yema. Okay, so 990 euros for an in-house caliber is quite something. Go and see what Tudor, for example, is asking you to pay. You know, this is not a lot of money for an in-house caliber. A wonderful caliber that beats, you know, per hour at 28,800 beats per hour. It's a high beat movement, which ticks at something like 8 times per second. I mean, just have a look at the sweep of this watch. Okay, so wow, nice, 42 hours. Okay, 42 hours of power reserve we do have in this watch. What else can I say? The lume on this watch is different than the BGW9. This is the Superluminova C1, so the best grade of lume that you can find from Superluminova. Okay, so the best grade. The glass, let's talk about the glass. The glass is not domed like the other one, it's completely flat. As you can see, the flattest crystal that you can find. Okay, and it's sapphire. It's a sapphire crystal, of course. For this price, you have sapphire. Let's do the same thing that I've done with the other watch. Let's turn it the other way to have a look at the beautiful Alpine logo here. You have France, and you have on the upper side, can you read it? 10 bar, 100 meters of water resistance. Here you can read France, you can read Morteau. Morteau is the place where Yema is actually, you know, assembling, creating their watches. It's close to Besançon, which is the cradle, you know, of French horology. And in fact, it's also the cradle of Swiss horology, because if you know your history, you know, not a lot of people are talking about this, but Morteau and Besançon, you know, the people from that you find in La Chaux-de-Fonds, you know, in Switzerland, they fled from France to Switzerland because they were persecuted by Catholics. They were Protestant, you know, and they fled over there. But everything like the cradle of horology is actually in France, close to that region, Morteau. So, but I'm, you know, digressing. So yeah, wonderful specs for this watch. The good and the bad. What's good, what's bad about this watches? So let me tell you, I always wanted this watch. Okay, I never had the opportunity to have one in my hand. It's so much more beautiful on your hand, like in reality, that on videos. Trust me on that. Yeah, I always wanted that watch. Okay, so for me, on this Rallygraf, you know, this affordable Rallygraf, everything is good. So have a look. Let's just have a look at the watch first. So look how it's made. Look at the counterbalance on the you know, chronometer second hand. It's the Alpine logo. Okay, here if we move just a little bit here, the chronograph, you have the logo at 12 of Yema, and you have beautifully written Rallygraf, as you can see. Beautiful. I really love that retro, you know, it screams that retro style. It screams the 60s and 70s, you know. Here you have the Alpine logo, entrance team. Just at 6 you have the beautiful date complication, and can you see on the chronograph's hand, the second hand, there's blue applied on the top, at the bottom of the hand, and you can read, of course, France. Just underneath the date complication. Really hard to focus here. Yeah, you can see it. The rail that is around really adds, you know, to the retro style of the watch. The indexes are really nicely applied. I really dig this watch. It's a beautiful watch. Honestly, the baton type of hand that they choose to put on the watch are really nice as well. The 24-hour wheel and 60, you know, minutes chronograph wheel here on the left are beautifully executed as well, and add also to the retro style of the watch. The tachymeter, I already said it, is so clean, so really nicely, you know, implemented. You know, made out of aluminum. I really love that watch. The VK64 inside is really well sourced and works perfectly. So have I talked about the lug-to-lug distance of this watch? I don't think so. The lug-to-lug distance of this watch would be 48.21. Okay, we are at 48.21. Knowing that my wrist, 16.5 centimeter of a wrist I have, can rock a 49. Okay, a 49 millimeter lug-to-lug distance. So that one is nice, and I will show you, you know, in the section of the wrist shot how it looks on my wrist. So I really dig this watch. The good and the bad about this watch. Everything is good about this watch, and this watch is super affordable. And last but not least, this is for me, okay, the best alternative to an Omega Speedmaster. I don't have the budget for an Omega Speedmaster. That will really calm, you know, my chronograph, you know, desires for, you know, cravings for an Omega Speedmaster. You know, that watch could be like a wonderful alternative to an Omega Speedmaster. The only other watch that I think of, you know, for you know, a good alternative to an Omega Speedmaster would be the Seagull 1963. You know, when I'm talking about affordable watches, guys. Okay, not something that would cost too much, because I don't have the budget for an Omega Speedmaster. So that one would be a great alternative. Of course, you have other watches, Pagani design, Corrugate, you know, Chinese watches, but I wouldn't be proud to wear these watches, except for the Seagull 1963, you know, which is a Chinese watch as well. But I would be proud to wear that one. That the history that goes on with this watch is nuts. So yeah, for me, this is one of the best, if not the best, you know, alternative to an Omega Speedmaster. You know, beautiful watch. I love this watch, and I think I'm gonna, you know, try to create a budget to buy myself this watch, because it's really nice. So the second one, the good and the bad about the second one. The second one, same thing. I mean, everything is good about this watch. This watch is more formal. Okay, it's retro, but it has like sort of a formal, sporty feeling to it. You know, it's more refined than the other one, and yeah, it screams like sporty formality, if that makes sense. You know, that's what the aura of this watch is actually, you know, telling me. So really nice. Let's have a look at this bracelet. Look at how this bracelet has been made. Look at this articulation. It's so smooth, guys. So smooth. What they did on that bracelet is quite something. Really comfortable. Let's have a look at the bracelet here also. So it's scissor type of bracelet, which has been, you know, decorated with a Yema logo here, and here you can read Maison Horlogère Française, which means House of French Horology, okay, and fondé en 1948, which means founded in 1948. Let me close this for you. I do it just right there. Yeah. Sorry, I have my gloves. These watches are on loan, so I cannot be, you know, I need to be careful. So here you have the logo of Yema as well. So it tapers down, like I told you, to 16.16, and this bracelet is quite something. Okay, now let's have a look at the case. The case, the same thing, really retro style type of case. The bi-directional, you know, bezel here is really well made. Honestly, the Yema, you know, 2000 that you can, you know, see in action in here is wonderful. That's the same movement you have in the Yema 500 Dado diver that I presented on my channel. Of course, let's have a little bit of zoom here. Yema at 12, the logo, automatique in French, which means automatic. The Alpine logo here, just right there. You have here a connotation where you can read temps écoulé, which means the time that has been spent. Okay, so yeah, really nice, sporty, formal feeling. You know, this is a formal tool used by you know, car pilots. So really, really nice. I love it. The tachymeter, the inner bezel that goes like really well with the white and black of this beautiful matte dial that you find here. Same thing, they use some baton type of hands in here. And on both watches, you have the counterbalance with the A of Alpine, you know, logo here. Really, really nice. What else can I say? The back of the watch is beautiful as well. This watch for a manufacture movement, is super affordable. No really nice solid end links, by the way. I'm quite impressed by what Yema is doing, you know, with the 500 dado that I presented and now these ones. Really, really nice. I love it. Hackable movement, of course. Really, really nice. Let's have a look at the counterbalance here. It's true that I haven't talked about it a lot. Look at the counterbalance here, just right there on the hand. Beautifully executed. Same baton type of hands. I really dig these watches. Really wonderful watches. And truly affordable for what they are actually proposing, you know. And here the case, the dial and the bracelet. The bracelet is crazy. Look at that. It's vertically brushed, by the way. Really, really nice bracelet. Look at that. It's rare for me to have a bracelet that well executed. So smooth. Really satisfying, really. Wonderful, wonderful watches. So how would I wear these watches? Well, it's simple. That one is that retro style type of chronograph I would wear casually, you know. So it's not that it's not refined, it is refined. It's a refined but casual, maybe casual chic, you know, watch to wear, you know. But I wouldn't wear this watch with a suit, okay. These two buttons are protruding like way too much for it to be you know, worn with a suit. That's what I think. Maybe I wouldn't even wear you know, a Speedmaster, you know, with a suit. I know everybody does it, but I wouldn't, okay. This is just me. But I wouldn't wear this watch with a suit, but I would wear this watch in casual chic outfits. And in casual outfits, this watch will like dress you. It's that beautiful, you know. Even if you have like simple clothes, this on your wrist will really, really like enhance, you know, the clothes that you would wear in a casual way. So beautiful, beautiful retro style watch. I love it. That one I would definitely wear with a suit, okay, because it's more formal. Of course, it's a sportive watch, okay, but it's more formal. You have that type of, I don't know if you see what I mean, you know, but that formal type of sporty watch, you know, it's a serious tool compared to the other, you know. So I would wear this watch with a suit. You just have the crown here. It's refined. It's not too much. Honestly, that one I would wear with a suit. Like if you want to wear it with a suit, you can, you know. So yeah, that's what how I would wear this watch. So let's do a wrist shot with that baby. So as you can see, 11 millimeter. I wear it perfectly, and that's why I really want this watch. I think I'm gonna buy this watch, in fact. So yeah, 39 millimeters. 16.5 centimeters of wrist circumference I have. I think someone with a 16 centimeter would get away with it as well. Stands beautifully on the wrist. The lugs, of course, really help. They embrace, you know, your wrist, and it's standing like really, really, really. Please, I put the emphasis on this word. Really comfortable. Really comfortably on the wrist. This bracelet, this leather bracelet is wonderful, okay? Okay, the Milanese bracelet is really, really nice. If you want to enhance, you know, the watch and maybe wear it like with a casual chic outfits, yeah, put another bracelet on it. The Milanese one would be wonderful, but honestly, that bracelet is that racing bracelet is quite crazy. You don't need to break in. It's immediately comfortable. So wow, wonderful. I really, really love this Rallygraf watch, honestly. works perfectly. The VK64 is really well sourced, you know, I mean probably directly from Seiko. Really, really nice. And the thickness, you know, 11 is just perfect, even for my, you know, chicken wrist. So yeah, a minimum of 16 centimeter, and you know, above, I mean, sky is the limit. It would look, you know, beautiful on any type of wrist above 16 centimeter. So really, really, really nice. Beautiful watch, but this is no surprise because I wanted this watch. So here, and I put it back in place. Works wonderfully. Really nice. And there you go for the lume. So you see at on the left would be the one that is at $3.99. So that one would be the BGW9. So as you can see, it is tremendously well applied. It's a wonderful lume. No worries for that. So let's try and have a look at the second one, which is the one with the Super Luminova C1. Let me try and do this for you. And no surprises here. Wonderful lume. Okay, so as you can see, both watches have crazy lume. Yema does wonders with the lume. I saw it with the dado. And if we just have a look at both watches just like that, well, beautiful. So it's a green one on the high-end one, and they had the wonderful idea of putting blue on the one with the, you know, the blue wheels, which is the one at $3.99, the cheapest one. So really nice, really nice. I really love the cheapest one, Rallygraf. Beautiful, beautiful alternative watch. Beautiful lume. So here is the other one. So that's how once sized, the clasp would look. Really like put in the center. Really, really nice, beautiful. Let me turn it on the other way. And this is how it looks the other way. So, like I told you before, you see, you have, how much was it? 47.17, okay, from there to there. But you have the bracelet that protrudes just a little bit, pushing it up to 50.57, okay? So I can rock it like really tight, okay? But if I wanted to rock it like a little bit like looser, it would look like a little big on my wrist. So I think that 17.5 would be the minimum required for this watch. And that's another, just the only bummer of this watch. It looks a little big on my wrist. Tell me in the comments what you think. You think it looks nice on my wrist or too big? I think it looks a little big on my wrist. So you know, lucky bastards with big wrists, this watch is made for you, okay? I think like 18 would be like the perfect size for this watch. For my 16.5, it's a little big, I think. Okay, that's the only thing I would say. Unless you wear it like super tightly, you know, like I'm wearing it right now, which I don't like, by the way. I like to wear it a little loose. This watch would be too big for me. But except for that, if you're lucky, you have like an 18 circumference wrist, you can rock this watch with pleasure. And trust me, the bracelet, I mean, wow. The quality of this bracelet is crazy. And something before, you know, I forgot to tell you about, this beautiful watch would be a NATO beast, okay? A beast of NATO's, okay? NATO strap on this watch would be a tremendously wonderful adventure, let me tell you. I would play and play and play, you know, with NATO's. Look at this one, for example. I didn't program this, but this is the L'Oreal, you know, one of my watches. Look at this one. This one would go like beautifully with it. You see? Wonderful. So final thoughts. What are my final thoughts? Easy. Honestly, these watches are beautiful. You know, I would go for this one. Me personally, with my 16.5 centimeter of circumference, I would go with this watch. I want this watch. I wanted this watch. I was a little bit afraid because I never had one in my hand. The watch looks so much more beautiful in person than video. Trust me on that. This retro style from the 50s, 60s, 70s. You know. It's so nice. I love it so much. It's really, really, really beautiful. Beautiful watch, works perfectly. They really did a tremendous job on this watch. Honestly, I'm impressed with Yema. You know, the more they're reaching out to me, you know, to present watches, and I'm always stoned by the quality of the watches that they are actually proposing. You know, beautiful watch. And of course, if I had the budget and the wrist, I would go for this one for sure. This is more high-end and more expensive, of course, but you have like an in-house caliber. It's automatic, and it's crazy. It's a crazy watch. Beautiful formality, sporty formality watch. A real tool. You know, so really, really nice. And that bracelet, I mean, look at that bracelet. No, Yema did wonders on these watches. So tell me in the comments what you think. Which one do you prefer? You know, which one would you choose for your wrist? Tell me in the comments. What do you think about both of these watches? So have a nice day. Take care of you guys, and bye-bye.